And this is the final race in the national short circuit season for the super singles. 35 in your picture, Johan van der Walt from Nelspruit, one of the leading riders in this form of racing. But the man they want to beat is Koos Zietsman. He'll be on the left-hand side of your screen. He's been unbeaten this year in this class of racing. And this is thundering racing on methanol burning 500 four-stroke singles and 250cc two-strokes. So Zietsman's the man they want to beat. He'll be on machine number 1. He'll be coming to your picture just now. We're just looking for him on the grid. So you're arriving late at the grid. 31 in your picture. In the middle there is Ian Walker. 5 brothers have all been in racing. 35 Hussein van der Walt. 77 Errol Kwanchai's had a very good afternoon today. 38 in there is Jeremy Wood. He's had a good run. 39 is Clive Kelly. And there's Zietsman moving into position on pole. He's not the quickest to start as good, Zietsman, but he certainly does the job at the finish. This will be his 15th race in the series. He's won 14 races so far, unbeaten, and I'm sure he wants to maintain this record, but he's got heavy competition there. As you hear the thunders of warm-up, it's going to be 14 laps, just under 14 kilometers as Clive Kennedy gets a massive wheelie as he goes away and swings across. Ian Walker goes into the front there. There's Errol Kwanchai in the yellow leathers. We've got Colour. He's on the Suzuki. As they head down the hill, it's Walker. Then it's Jeremy Wood on number 38. That's on a motorcycle rebuild as Chris Davies prepared machine. You can see they use their bodies for air brakes. Onto the brakes there, it's a double right-hander through the shoebox over a very slippery piece of concrete. It's Walker going in the front. Jeremy Wood's next. 77 Errol Kwanchai used to be well known for racing in the big 1000cc Suzuki. And look at the angle they get as the knees go down on the road to steady them. 35 coming up the left-hand side. That is Johan van der Walt. Walker the leader. His father raced motorcycles. The whole family's raced motorcycles. They won championships, Transvaal Championship, and Walker in the front onto the knees. 38 is Wood. 77 is Kwanchai, Errol Kwanchai. Onto the anchors they go. Bank it over, accelerate a little bit, brake again, over the concrete and just pour it on. And that's the sound that you've heard out of Norton's and Velocets and AJ's in former years. These are big 500 single four-strokes. They sound magnificent with far too much power for these short circuits. Kwanchai 77, 31 the leader Walker, 38 Wood getting all the air against him as he can to slow him down. 77 Kwanchai. Van der Walt's in there and on his tail. He's got the man, the South African champion is Koos Zietsman, the mechanical engineer from Pretoria who does this sort of thing on a Saturday afternoon for fun. And look at this, for leaning on each other. It's all action racing way down the field. Wherever you look around the circuit, you just see motorcycles racing. There's 25 of them on the circuit that's less than 1 kilometer long. As the heads go down and they just wind up to open those powerful engines, they can do wheelies anytime you like. 38 is Wood looking over his shoulder. Kwanchai's in second position. 38 is Wood. Zietsman's starting to move in the picture. Goes round the outside there of Wood. Walker's starting to get away from him in the front. Got the big racers here in the second position. Look at them a little further backwards even more. Kwanchai, Zietsman. Jeremy Wood's in there. Then it's Van der Walt. Zietsman goes into second position now. He goes into second position. He's setting off after Ian Walker. As they go away there, he's setting after him. There's number 1, the champion. 77 is Kwanchai in third position, holding down his visor, the wind getting under. There you can see Kennedy got that massive wheelie at the beginning. He comes from Sanson, coming up the road on number 39. So he's in the picture as well. Forward is Walker, as you see now. Zietsman, Kwanchai, Van der Walt, Jeremy Wood and Clive Kennedy. They've been fighting it out all over the country. This racing has been down to Cape Town at Killarney. It's been at Velkom Circuit. The short circuit there has been down the Wild Coast. They've been at the Rand Airport Circuit and here at Zwartkops for this final round, the early bird round of this racing. Round the sports car club sweep they come, up past the start and finish. 5 laps are gone. And it's a 14-lap race. It goes so quickly. You've got to concentrate so hard. Walker there is in the front, but Zietsman's closing. Walker got away and Zietsman's closing. Here's this other bunch for third position with not far behind them. There's another whole click of it leaning on each other around the circuit. Great stylish riders. Koos Zietsman, you can see the pad strapped to his knee. That's to get the feel on the road. Sometimes they have elbow pads now as they pull their bodies right off the saddle and hang inside the motorcycle. You can see them trying. They're coming down that corner at more than 160 kilometers an hour. Zietsman round the top street. They've climbed up the slight slope with a slight hill up to the sweep, down past the pits, and he's attempting Guinea Walker. And watch the champion now closing, and Walker, who got away from him, is Walker on 31, 1 is Zitzman, 35 is Van der Walt from Nelspruit, 77 is Quancha, 38 Wood, 39 is Kennelly, 8 is the next man along, and then is number 15, 8 is Voice, Expedition, bit of a wild rider, but he goes very well on the circuit. And then we've got Tim Algie coming along on a 250 Kawasaki, and he's called him in, he's reeled him in. It's 7 laps now, half this race is gone, and Zitzman's got his BDI on Ian Walker. It'll be a lap, and he should be past him. Third man is Van der Walt, the fourth man is Quanchai. And this is where you learn your motorcycle racing, in very close company on machines that are far too powerful for these short circuits, where you've got to concentrate so hard. And he's after Walker. There's Walker in the picture now, and Zitzman's got his head down and is closing. He's going to be late on the brakes. He's right on his tail. He's going to go around the outside. There's a tricky part to do it. The corner opens up a wee bit as they go down past the pits. He could be doing it on this lap. There's Van der Walt coming along in third position. And they'll be starting to get into the heavy traffic shortly in about a lap or two's time. They're on the 9th lap. 14 is the total number of laps to go. Zitzman now can smell that methanol coming out of the megaphone exhaust of Walker's bike as he powers on that 250 Yamaha. That's motocross engine, so is the Walker machine. It's the X Street Scrambler motors, very, very fast, and push out a lot of horsepower when they tuned up properly. Walker's now got proper. Look at his knees. He hangs in right off that motorcycle, hangs right down on the road. As I say, some of the riders overseas are now starting to wear elbow pads, and Zitzman now intends on finding a place to get past. It's a hard place to pass. You've got to just bite your lip and go for it. He's going to be this close to him that when he opens up now, and he really pulls on the pressure and gets him on the street. Here he goes. It's Walker. You can hear that 2-stroke behind him. Nothing between them. The 500 4-stroke, the 250 2-stroke. He's got to leave it for the braking. There's Walker. Look at him. Cranked over their knees. They come towards us. The third man is Van der Walt. Still hasn't been able to do it. He's looking for a place desperately. He wants to keep the unbroken record. Third, as I say, is Van der Walt. Quanchai, 77, the Suzuki's fourth. Then it's Jeremy Wood and Clive Kennelly on the Chris Davies tuned 500cc Hondas. Chris Davies will be known to motorcyclists around the country, one of the best all-round motorcycles we had on the off-road and speedway and motocross, and here putting a lot of work into the tuning. Then we've got Tim Algies in there, we've got Voice, we've got the Fenter brothers, Fenter from the Airways, they call him Myers. He's always got special electronic fittings on his bike to make it go faster, and the slower man is getting his way. Number 48 is Grant Fitzgerald. Zitzman can't leave it too late. They're now finishing. This is the 12th lap. 13 and 14 to go, and he's got to find a place to pass him, and all the time Van der Walt is getting closer. But the traffic's ahead of him. He might use this to advantage. All motors racing in South Africa is reasonably short, and you find that in the final stages of races, you start to come on the slower traffic, and that starts to make it more exciting near the end of the races. They crank it through that sweep there. Ian Walker. I say a family of motorcycles. Zitzman's got him as he goes around. Look at him leaning on him, nearly touching his back wheel as Zitzman's trying to find a place through. And he just closes the door to Walker, still holding him out. He's got a very wide motorcycle on this narrow track, and he's keeping him out, and Walker's got him, but the traffic's ahead. Here they come to traffic, and this is a lap and a half to go now. Heavy braking. Walker's never gone in as late as this. They'll be through, and he's got a slide there. He's powering it on far too early. Cross that conflict. There they pass the slow man. As they go past it, that's Barry Bernardo, and they sweep through there. The knees are scraping the road, as you can see. This is as hard as the run. They'll be getting red on knees, and Zitzman's looking for the inside. Is he going to do it? He's got the traffic, and Walker sweeps across his bows. We're on the final lap. This is the final lap. Is this going to break? He's going to break his unbeaten record for Zitzman. He's got 2 or 3 corners to go, and Walker's keeping him out as they go for the brakes at the shoebox. Here they come onto it. Zitzman's got him. This is do or die by Kurt Zitzman, the champion. And has he overdone it? Look at him powering on. The bike gets aside as it goes out there, and he's got his head down. And Kurt Zitzman's got his unbroken record. He's got the South African title. The super single title is his on that Universal Motors Yamaha. Here he comes and gets the flag from Henny de Beer. Kurt Zitzman, there he is, number 1, ahead of Ian Walker on number 31 on the Honda. And then it was 35 Johan van der Walt, 77 Errol Quanchai on the Suzuki, 38 Jeremy Wood, and 39 Clive Kennelly on the 2 big 500cc motorcycle rebuilder Hondas. Great racing from the super singles.